Hi and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make a violet fungus. And for those of you who are sitting there thinking, wait a minute, Scotty's already done this. Well, you're right. In fact, Scotty knows that I'm doing this. Basically what's happening is that Scotty and I are working together doing a craft swap. So he's going to be making something of mine and I'm going to be making something of his. So make sure to check out the description below and I'll make sure you have all the links so you can go over to Scotty's channel and check out what he's done with one of my videos. So for now, sit tight and take a look at what I did using Scotty's tutorial to make a violet fungus. Thanks so much for stopping by and I'll see you later. Bye. Okay, so Scotty has in his video that he got the branch pussy willow thing from Dollar Tree. I'm at my Dollar Tree, and I can honestly say I have never seen that particular style plant at my Dollar Tree. So what I'm going to do is go in there and see if I can find the odds and ends that I need, but if need be, make some substitutions that'll still work. So stay tuned and I'll show you what I come out with in my Dollar Tree haul, I guess is what I'll call it. Okay, so as expected, they definitely did not have the same type of silk plants that Scotty used for his. I did find a couple of options that I think might work. It's just going to involve a little snipping things off, but I found these and they have really cool branches underneath all these little styrofoam clusters. So I think if I could just get the styrofoam clusters off, this might be an option. The other thing I found were these little guys, and the leaf part, that might also work for those little tentacles that he used, just snipping off the leaves, and I can save the leaves for something else, you know, like dressing up some walls or something, stone walls. But I think these two options might give me a similar look to what he had going with his stuff. So got that down. Now I just need to get a couple more supplies, and that should do it. So yeah, I'm excited to see how these come out. Alright, so this is going to be the winner for the substitution I've decided to go with. It's the Gypso silk flower I got from Dollar Tree, and it looks like this in the beginning. It has all these little styrofoam balls on it, but if you peel those away, and they actually come off really easily, you get very similar looking like branches as you do to the pussy willow ones that Scotty used. So this is what I'm going to use for those branches for the mushrooms. That's absolutely for sure. Okay, now straight away I knew I did not have those little spools. However, I've been saving these little things. It's something you can take when you're sick. And they come with these great long tubes, which I'm actually going to be using later on for sort of like a Gaslands project. But the cap is this great little shape. So what I think I'm going to do is use this cap instead of that little spool, because that's going to be a hike out to Michael's, and it's not exactly around the corner for me. So I'm going to substitute my spool part for these guys. I think that's going to do the trick, I believe. Good news is I actually do have the styled beads he used, so we should be able to get this pulled together. Let's see what happens. Alright, so here are my supplies that I'm going to use to recreate what Scotty has going. I already discussed these whole lovely branches, and I'm going to use these for the branches. Don't have washers, I have pennies. That'll work. I have the little caps that we talked about, and here are the beads that he used as well. So that's going to get put to use too. And the other thing I pulled off of the same branch thing is I got these little caps, which I think I'm going to put those in at the top. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move over to using the E6000. I'm actually going to just a couple of glops on the cardboard to make it easier. So I'm going to take these caps, move it around a little bit onto the blobs, and then onto the pennies. They're going to go. I think I'm going to do the same thing with the beads. Place it carefully on top. And really, the assembly process itself is super easy. Okay, great. Now I'm going to let these dry, and I will be back later once these suckers have settled. Now to add the branches, you basically just fill that bead with some hot glue and pop your branches in and make sure they're nice and secure. And then I just took that nice little peaked point that was also from the same silk flower, trimmed off the extra stem, put a little dollop of hot glue on that, and I stuck that in between the sticking out branches part just to kind of give the mushroom more of a peaked top instead of rounded off. And now for the hot glue texture, you start towards the base of the mushroom, and as you see Scotty do in his video, I'm going to do the same thing. Take the hot glue, pull it down from the midsection of the mushroom, and bring it down and over the penny just to kind of create those tendril-like looking things that these things have. When that part's all done and cooled a little bit, I then moved it out to the top portion, and I did an extra thick bead around the base of where the bead met the cap, and then I pulled the hot glue up towards the tip of the mushroom cap, and again kind of the same technique as you would do before moving down the stem of the mushroom. So that's pretty much how you get the hot glue texture on here. Since I didn't have the colors that Scotty had on hand, what I did instead was use a wild iris from Apple Barrel as well as vanilla ice cream. So first I start with that wild iris, and taking a brush I just went across the top part of the fungus, making sure to get the cap and the tentacles. And then what I did is I moved on to the vanilla ice cream, and I did not wash my brush. What I did instead was sort of blend vanilla ice cream with the wild iris color to get a very, very light purple color. And I used that to do the base of the fungus and bring out all those textures that were put in with the hot glue gun, just like Scotty did. And this is what it looked like when it was all done with those two colors. However, I did decide to add just one more little step that Scotty didn't, and that was just, again, my own personal preference. Taking the Citadel Shade Drakenhof Nightshade wash, I basically just put this on all of my new violet fungus, starting at the tentacles, working from the way down from the top to the bottom. And I really do like how they came out because it just brought out those little details a little bit more. And that was really the only thing that I went completely off script with from what Scotty did. So stay tuned, I'll show you the final results. And here you have the final results of my violet fungus, all dried and ready to go for our table. And the one thing that Scotty and I both really want to encourage you to do is that if you ever can't find an exact supply, is think about how you can substitute things. And the other side of this is that if there's something else you want to add to it, go for it and make it your own. We love to share our ideas with you. We love to show you what we're doing. We also love to see what you take with that and how you create these brand new things from it. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've had, make sure to like it, and you're welcome to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to jump over to Scotty's page as well. I will make sure that there is a link in the description so that you can check out his video and see what he does with one of mine. Thanks so much for stopping by, and have a great day. See, I'd wear my glasses, but then you're gonna get the lights. Yeah, we don't want to do that. That's a little crazy. So, glasses off. Oh, I can't see a thing. Ah, we're flying blind here, almost literally. Ah! Oh my god, I so can't see. Allergies, they're wonderful for me this time of year. My contacts basically create a mutiny in my eyeball, so I wear the glasses. But man, oh man, do they pick up those lights. Alright. Let's do a take a two. Take a two, and off of these come. Oh my god, I so can't even see my screen. Can see! The bloopers are basically going to be me like taking these things off and on so I can, for brief moments, see what I'm doing and then I'll record without them. Otherwise I feel like it's going to be like, you know, landing strip mode because of the reflection glare. Something to keep in mind because ironically I'm seeing my eye doctor today.